Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today we're back inside the studio and well, we finally saw the 2026 Corvette, and there's a lot to go over in today's video because if you've been following this channel for a long time, you would know that we've had such a great pastime with Corvette. Each one of these models right here are from different Corvettes that I've bought, and when you buy one of those cars, you get an actual custom model of your car in the same exact paint color. So these are like the most expensive toy models ever, right? Imagine this, 2020 C8 Corvette right here in torch red. I bought a 2022 mid-engine Corvette, the C8R right here in Accelerate Yellow, was it? I don't recall the exact name. Then torch red again for 2023 when I bought the Chevrolet Corvette Z06. If you've noticed one thing here, the pattern is that the more expensive of a Corvette, the better model you actually get. This one is really cool, right? So is this one, they're about the same. They're both Stingray variants. Z06, so you have this glass platform above the black, so it gives you this really nice premium look, and then the car actually comes off like every other one. I can put on the wall almost, right? Imagine that, C8 Corvette's on the wall behind me. You know what? Let's pause that idea. That could be fun. It's really sick what they do with these cars. Nonetheless, if you've noticed another one here, well, this is the one that you get when you buy a McLaren. The McLaren 750S, they send you this. It's like a full metal version of the model, and underneath it is finished in pure carbon fiber. It's a really cool owner's gift that you get when you buy the car. Back to the video today, though, is that the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette's finally out, and it's finally making the rounds. The dealerships are getting them. So I just wanted in this video go over our first look at a 2026 Corvette. You might have seen this in the previous video where I drove a new ZR1 to a dealership to check it out. But for those of you who didn't watch that video for that element, I just want to make this separate one to compile my independent thoughts on the 2026 Corvette. So I'm going to play that original footage that was in the previous video of me looking at the 2026 ZR1, and then after that I want to continue to share our final impressions of the car. Is it going to make the outgoing ZR1s go up in value maybe? Or what this might do to the customer base who love the HVAC buttons down the middle. It's a very interesting thought. Let's get into it in today's video. But first, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It really does help us out, and subscribe for much more automotive journalism out there with all the latest and greatest cars hitting the market for the street and the track. We have the massive rear wing assembly, but this one I think has a ZTK package because it has the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs and the newer 10-piston brakes. And then up front you have the Alcon brakes as well, so massive 10-piston brakes up front with carbon ceramics. Yeah, the Michelin Cup 2R. This is the same kind of setup you would the same setup you would see with the Nürburgring lap record car that Chevrolet brought out to the Nürburgring. And I think with this vehicle, it says top speed 233. I think that top speed is just for the non-aero car. So I don't know if that counts for the aero car. Total of 197 total ZR1s have been built so far. And you have the brand new, look at that, all new carbon fiber interior setup with the display and the all new next generation cabin. So it's very, very unique, guys, very unique. And then walking all the way to the side, how much money do they want over sticker, right? So MSRP 191. Yeah, so with all the options at 227,985 without the markup, and that would be $100,000 over sticker with the $2,495 Riverside Edge cosmetic wheel repair, paintless dent repair, and other interior and other upgrades. So total asking price $330,480. So that is crazy to see. Over 300 grand they want for this vehicle, but it is a 2026, and we have not seen many 2026s at all. So this is a brand new display setup, guys, for 2026. This is a touchscreen right here. So you have multiple screens, the left, the center one, then the right one. You have a grab handle now, and there's no more wall of buttons all the way down the center, guys. So isn't that interesting? And then you have the charge pad right there. No longer do you have that foldable cover over the cup holders. You still have the waterfall out back, which is so 2 spots to put your phone. The seats are still the same, of course, but that new display system is pretty cool and looks totally different up top. So let us know what you guys think of the new refresh for the Corvette interior. Here we have another 2026, so the 2026 models just rolling in. Now, when I bought my Stingray back in 2020, I don't have it anymore. Even the C8R I bought, yeah, it was pretty well priced, but I've noticed now that the newer ones, they keep increasing it from the factory because you have that new display and all the new upgrades over the years, and prices naturally just increase from these car brands. But like Stingrays now, they're getting to be about 100 grand right there. Look, see, 97,000, and then dealer wants 104,845. Like mine was, I think, 90 back in the day. But when you look at how much Stingrays can be, makes ZR1 even a better bargain, right? Welcome back to the studio. So if you guys are getting a 2026 Corvette and you guys want to get it protected with a windshield protection film, paint protection film for the outside of the car so you don't get like rock chips and other unfortunate things happening to you when you drive it on the road or a rally, hit us up. We have Speed Phenom Film, our HQ on the beach of Carlsbad, California, right next to all the dealerships. So it's so fun working with locals and anyone around here in SoCal who has a new car coming in. So if you need anything from a front-end PPF, a full car PPF, or more, give us a call at 760-496-8607, and we'll get you a quote right away, hassle-free. When we look at these new Corvettes, I'm just instantly blown away by the price. When I first bought my C8 Corvette Stingray in 2020, it was a 2LT car. And basically, this vehicle had about $84,000 for an MSRP. I think it was 84. I paid right around like mid-80s in 2020. Gee, that's 20-year-old Austin. Moving over to the left right here, we have the Accelerate Yellow. I bought this car in 2022. So that was closer to 100 grand. That was a $90,000 C8 Corvette. This one, when I bought the C8 Z06, this was $186,000. Do you see the pattern here? C8 Corvette first came out, it was actually affordable. Up, more expensive. Supercar money, Audi R8 money. Right below the MSRP of a brand new Lamborghini Huracan in the day, right? What was a Huracan? Like right about 200 grand? The 06 was almost there. So I mention this because every year these Corvette prices are going up. Yeah, the Z06 is an outlier because it's a whole new just built car with performance, a new engine, all that good stuff. But let's just focus on these two Stingrays. Yeah. A new 2LT, as you saw in that footage, was like $96,000, which is insane to me. I also heard that they upped the price all over the board for the 2026 Corvette. And if we pull that up right here on my screen right now, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So click right here, 2026 C8 Corvette MSRP increase. And it'll show us right here. It saw a $1,700 increase for the Stingray Nere, and the Z06 went up by $5,600 and $7,100 respectively. That's a lot. That is a lot of money, guys. So if you look at the new 2026 C8 ZR1 MSRP, $182 now. What I'm getting at here, guys, is that these things just they keep going up in price by quite a lot. And that new interior, it does look really, really cool. I'm a big fan of that new interior. I think it's going to change the game for sure. Let us know your thoughts down below. It just seems much more futuristic. I've always been a fan of when brands reinvent or refresh over the years, and those screens in this car, I think, finally will take it to a whole different level. So if you have an opportunity, I would say get a 2026 without a doubt over a 2025 right now, because just look at that new technology, That's good. Who doesn't want that, right? So when I've had my C8 back in 2020, the screens are pretty much the same in the middle all the way up till now. They've changed a few things with the infotainment screen on the right, giving you the Google integration. It's nice now, but this, it's just a whole different level. So let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is it worth the price increase? It's just so much money nowadays. I'm kind of tired of just constantly how much money these cars are. It's like all the cars we're getting, it's just, it's so much money. We should do a video of just like how much all this has costed us over the years from testing all these cars. Even this is from the GT350, and that's a whole different car that we picked up. This is a manual gear shift knob from my actual GT350, if it'll focus. Let's go up. It might not focus. There we go. That is from my GT350R. Straight out of my car. I kept it. I kept it. What a throwback. Anyways, you get the point here. Things are getting more and more expensive. The 2026s look good. The 10% Alcons look good for the brakes of a ZR1. That's got to be the way to go. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It really helps me out, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a new video coming out. I'll see you in the next one.